Today on Amateur Kitchen, I'm going to show you guys how to make a quinoa salad. This salad is perfect for the new year, getting you started off on the right track, packed with tons of flavor. Now I know you're thinking, hold on Jen, where is Miss Maria? No worries, she's just taking a little bit of a break, but she'll be back on the next show. So for now, I'm going to show you guys how to make this delicious salad. Are you guys ready? I know I am. Let's get started. To get started on this quinoa salad, we of course need quinoa. Quinoa, you're thinking, have I seen that before? I don't know if I've heard of it. Well, if you see the spelling, you've probably seen it on a menu or whatnot. I know gyms have it a lot. My gym has it. That's kind of where I took a little bit of the idea and the approach to it. But you can dress it up in many different ways. It cooks very similar to rice, but has a little bit better health advantages of it instead of rice or pasta. It's great with amino acids, lots of calcium and iron, so some great health benefits. We need to start cooking this though, so we're gonna head over to the stove. So quinoa can be made a couple of different ways. I like to make it like this. You can make it just by boiling some chicken stock and throwing it in there. But I like to toast it up just a bit. It's gonna add just kind of a little bit of an extra flavor to it. So go ahead and just pour in some olive oil and then your quinoa and just toast this for like a minute or two. It doesn't need too long. So the quinoa has toasted for a couple of minutes. I'm just gonna go ahead and add in some unsalted chicken stock, or you can do low sodium chicken stock. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna turn your heat up and you want it to come back to a boil. Once it does, we're gonna stick a lid over it and go ahead and cook it for an additional 12 to 15 minutes or until that quinoa has really absorbed all of that chicken stock. While our quinoa is cooking, I'm going to show you how to make this delicious dressing for our quinoa salad. And it's super simple. All that I take is 1 lemon, and I love to zest the lemon first. And the reason I do that is because there's so many oils and whatnot in the lemon zest, and it really just brings out the flavor. So just be sure not to get the white part, the rind. Very bitter, don't want that. So just give it a nice little zest. Now I'm going to take that same lemon and I'm going to go ahead and cut it in half. And you could always get creative with this depending on the time of year you're making this, and use orange or grapefruit or whatnot. So I'm going to go ahead and just squeeze this cut side up, so hopefully we can keep all the seeds in the lemon and not be picking them out. So go ahead and use the whole lemon. Then next I'm going to whisk in some extra virgin olive oil. Now go ahead and use the extra virgin because we're not cooking it. So you're definitely going to benefit from that first press of the olive. See how it's really thickening up? Beautiful. Of course, now we need to add in some salt. And I like to use a nice sea salt rather than that kosher or table salt. Lots of sodium in that. This is a real natural kind of pure way. And then of course some fresh black pepper. So to finish this dressing off, I like to just add a few fresh herbs. I love basil, so I'm going to go ahead and use some basil. And what I like to do is these ones are nice big leaves. So I'm just going to stack the leaves on top of each other. And then I'm just going to roll them and just kind of slice it right down the end. This is called a chiffonade. Makes pretty little ribbons. Very simple. And then I also like to use some parsley, which just has a real nice earthy taste and goes really well with the lemons. And just give that a nice rough chop. Now I'm going to go ahead and just give this a nice stir, and I like just to try just a little bit of it. Perfect. Oh my goodness. Now we just need to assemble it all. Our quinoa is done cooking. Delicious, nice and tender. As I said earlier, also what we have to do is assemble everything. Now I'm using some of the things that I love the best, but go ahead and use whatever you like for vegetables. If you love broccoli, go ahead and use broccoli, or cauliflower, or green peppers. And this is also, by the way, I'm adding in some red onions, or as Maria would say, purple onions. And this is a great recipe that you want to use throughout the entire year. That's the whole point of healthy eating, is it's not just for one time a year or whatever. Bring it throughout the year. So if you have a garden, go ahead and put some of your garden vegetables in there in the fall. Speaking of, here's some delicious tomatoes. I used grape and went ahead and halved them. And then one of my favorites, cucumber. Yum. And last but definitely not least, our delicious dressing that we put together with the lemons and the herbs and the extra virgin olive oil. And go ahead and give this a nice stir together. Beautiful color. This is a great presentation. Even if you're entertaining, you could serve this as kind of a side salad for your main entree dish as well. Of course, give it one more little bite. Make sure we don't need any more salt or pepper. OMG, so fresh. I'm gonna go ahead and scoop myself up another little bowl. I know I just tried it, but I'm gonna try it again. This is a definite must try. My dog Jada down here is waiting for me to drop this, for sure. The first thing, I love the texture of the quinoa, so good. And then that fresh lemon juice, that fresh dressing that we put on, puts the cherry on top of this. Of course, the crunch of all the vegetables and whatnot. You're not gonna be missing eating any of those heavy things that you've ate over the holidays, or really any time of year, right? Because sometimes we do indulge. But it's just a new way of life. You just have to start thinking healthy, fresh, and anytime you cook, you can always control all of the ingredients. If you ever have any questions, I am always here to help you. Of course, Maria is too, but remember, she has her sweet tooth, so, which is always nice, but sometimes we need to kind of balance it out, right? As always, Maria and I want to send you, our friends, to our website, amateurkitchen.tv, to find all of our recipes and videos, including this one. We also want you to head to our Facebook page, Twitter page, Pinterest, YouTube, Instagram, and all those other social medias out there, because we're on there. And as Maria always says, we want you to click that little like button or follow button to see what we're cooking up or what we're doing every single day. I know I'm going to finish this. I'll pop the rest of this in the fridge for Maria and Chris to eat a little bit later. I hope you try it. Be sure to also head to our website. Under the In the Season tab, we have healthy eating. So tons of more recipes for you to enjoy. If you ever have any questions, be sure to reach out to us. We're always here for you. And until next time, that's it. I'm going to keep eating. I want to see you right back here again next time on Amateur Kitchen. Take care.